Okay. I don't know where it's going to record to, but we're just going to get rolling. So, would you like to look at us, or would you like to look at the waves? And since I guess nobody's looking at us, it's just us. Awesome. That's so awesome.
Well, there's only like one person on this call, so let's look at the beach.
Okay. Jenny, ready to roll with this? Okay, cool. So we'll watching the beach and hope we don't get stuck in high tide and like spend the night steps.
Okay. Where is everybody?
So that's a really good question, and that's what we're talking about right now is if we really all have the vision of creating this life that we want to have, you know, there's things that are so important, and plugging in is one of them. Mm-hmm. And if we're late or don't show up for team calls, if we're late or don't show up for meetings, if we're late or don't show up for trainings, all of that stuff is going to have an effect on what happens to our business. So I guess the question is this how we're treating our business? So kudos to you, Mr. Vinny and Jenny, for being on time and showing up for yourselves. And hey, Miss Mary. So, you know, we do this every week at 5:30. So on the event, which would be important, and I know that Lori Rizzo talked about it a couple weeks ago, is to every week, you know, maybe tag some people or tag some people that are on your team in the comments, so they know about the event, so they remember. But right now, you know, the huge majority of the team that's been here for a while, it should be just on the calendar. You just know that it's coming up. It's something that's in the plan. And you know what, we just spent the weekend with a group called the Millionaire Sales Mindset Group.
Hey, JoJo? JoJo?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Your microphone is really messed up. You can I can only hear every third or fourth word you're saying.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is the mic put on this end? Or is it on
all right, I'll be right back. Is that better?
You're gonna have to talk more before if I can say if it's better or not.
Okay. All right.
Is the mic there? I'll just do that in case there's wind.
Nope, you're good. I don't know if it's the wind or what's going on. It might be the waves.
Yeah, it was the wind. It was
sounds pretty awful. And I didn't bring my Bluetooth down, so I'm sorry, you guys. Maybe I should. Here, let's try this. I'm gonna try one more thing. I'm gonna
Can you put it to your ear?
I'm gonna try and dial in. I could do that. Maybe if I shut my video off. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that's better. You guys can let me know if it's not. But okay, so we spent the weekend in the Millionaire Sales Mindset event, and that's run by Jennifer Deep Stratton. And she's one of the eWomen Network platinum trainers. She's really awesome. But what she does is really help us hone in on the benefits of what we do. And a lot of times, you know, we talk about all the side stuff, but we don't talk about the benefits, the emotional benefits that people are attached to with what we do. But the first thing, and we're going to go into that, and I'm hoping that she's going to come on and at one of these weeks soon and do a little bit of a training for us on benefits. But what's really important is to be able to understand what we really want. And So I want to know how many of you guys, and you can unmute yourself so I can hear you because I can't see you very much. But I guess if I took my sunglasses off, that might help. There we go. There you are. Okay. So, oh, you know what? And I just, before we go any further, I want to send the hugest shout out to Laura and Pam, who finished first and second in their 5K today. So congratulations, girls. Great job. So proud of you. And so to really, how many of you guys like actually have your vision written down? Like in your actual handwriting. So you guys,
JoJo, what was your question? Have what?
your vision.
I have mine written down.
So actually written down in your own handwriting, like detailed, like a butterfly wing. So if you think about, you know, where you are, who's with you, what does it look like, what does it smell like, what does it feel like, what are the sounds, what are you wearing?
Oh, I don't have all that.
Vision like that. I'm talking about like when you say, okay, this is how many zeros are in my bank account, and this is how it feels. This is what I'm able to do. Like detailed, written down. Does anybody have it like that? You guys got to unmute yourself because I'm on my phone, so I can only see like, you know, a few people at a time. Anybody? Nobody has it written down like that? So, and that's okay. But, so what I'm going to challenge you to do, and Anna did a really great training a couple of months ago about sort of your roadmap vision, and I believe it's in the files in Rock Your Life, and I can go back and repost that call, or maybe we'll invite her on next week to actually help with that. And if she's here, I don't know if she's on. I'm not sure if she is. Let's see. I don't think so. I'm trying to find everybody. But to really be able to hone in on each thing, because a lot of times we go, okay, yes, this is what I want, but what is it that we really want? What do we really want? And if we don't know what we really want, then my belief and understanding is that we're putting orders out to the universe of what we don't want over and over and over and over and over. And right, Liz, is that what we learned?
Absolutely. You have to be detailed, which is something I learned because I always had it. I was the mission statement, and that's what I thought my vision was to serve, serve people. No, my vision is what I actually want. And I was like, does that mean like every color? Because my goal is one day to be able to go and blow whatever it costs on every color of Converse I can get. Sounds silly, but I think they're adorable. And yes, if you want 20 pairs of Converse, if you want a cabin in Fish Lake in Utah, if you want a house in Hawaii or a beach property, you want to be able to write down the smell and the kind of flowers that you have around your door, and just every little detail. Write down the amount of money you want in your bank account, how many cycles you want, how many people you want to see on your team, how many millionaires you've created, how many 6 stars, 3 stars, how many consultants, every little last detail. You want to be able to smell it. You want to be able to see it when you close your eyes. And you want to be able to feel it, like you're already walking on the wood floor or the sand in your backyard, front yard.
So I think that it's so important to start there, because if we don't have that to build on, what are we working towards? What are we working towards? And when we have that down and we actually have it honed in to where when you read it, not only does it create an emotional charge in you, I mean, it could actually make you cry, make you happy, make you feel so awesome. I mean, you're creating your future. And if we're not creating it in detail and putting that order out to the universe, what are we really asking for? So I'm just gonna like wait a second and see if anything's coming up for anybody, because I'd love to have any of you guys chime in. I'd love to turn my screen in so you guys can see the water. Let me see if I can flip this around.
Oh, look at the wedding picture.
I know. Oh, there we go. Can you guys see the water? Cool. Okay. So who's feeling something? Laura? Mary? Can I call you out? How you doing on that vision, girl?
Well, I mean, I think it's like after hearing this, I have like remember I showed you my wall of all my stuff. I have my number. I have my number of people I want to make consultants this year. I have all of that. And I have like a kind of a vision. But what I think I really need to do is, like you're talking about, how do you, I need to write down how it makes me feel. I need to write down more about the tribe that we are creating and what that tribe is, you know, see that. So a little bit more, I need to make it a little bit more personal, right? That makes sense? So I got all my numbers, all my stats, but not really kind of what it will feel like written down. But
That's good.
is that our little girls here, we are going to be doing our vision board party soon. So I think it'll be really tie into, you know, we'll kind of take some of the stuff we're talking about tonight and put that into when we do our party. So it's good timing you're talking about this.
That's so good. And, you know, let me just, as a sidebar to that, think about, yes, we're doing a vision board, but remember to not leave out the action in the vision board. And so this was something that one of the coaches that I've been working with recently, Brandon Barber, says, you know, we spend so much time like putting, here's the trip I want, here's the island I want to own, here's my yacht, here's, you know, we put those end result things, but what we don't put is the meetings full of people, the tons of enrollment forms we're having, like all those action steps that create that in the middle. And so to not leave that out, make sure that, you know, sometimes we can say that the how isn't our job. We are not supposed to work on the how. We're only supposed to look at the end result. But the how, those full meetings, those people that are showing up, the full phone calls, the full meeting, you know, all of that stuff, that is the stepping stones to get us to the place where we want the end result. So make those action boards. They could be action/vision boards, but make sure that the action steps are still in there. Hope that, I don't know if we've talked about that before, but.
No, that's good. That's good. I like that.
Thanks, Laura. You know what, I don't know if Mona's on, but I just want to shout out Mona for putting together the retreat that she did this weekend to get everyone together and kind of do some self-care and business training and you know, just some impromptu, let's get everyone together, and how cool it all turned out. So one more shout out, kudo. And so does anybody else want to share how they're doing with their vision?
Well, I think I'll just talk again. It's Laura. I think like you're talking about with the vision board, it's those action steps and to make them visible. And I'm not perfect because I have so much work to do. So I'm not saying this is what I'm doing, but like I do have them written down on my wall, and they're all taped, like my daily, my weekly, my monthly. I don't hit them a lot of times. So, and I give myself grace for that. But at least they're posted where I can see them, because I think that if we don't see them, then like that action can just get lost. We're all so busy. I mean, all of us are not just, most of us are not just doing this, you know, we're doing other things. So just having them visible, the action steps, you know, that will get us there is important. So I just had to put them, I used to have them in a notebook, didn't work for me. So I had to put them where I look at them every day when I sit down. And for me, that works because I just have to see it. So, and hopefully I'll get better at, you know, nailing them every week, but at least it's a step in the right direction. But it's a visual piece, right?
Absolutely. So good. Well, and I'm going to say this. If this is truly what we all want, and, you know, my vision looks completely different than your vision and Liza's vision and Vinny's vision, and we all look a little bit different. And you know what, Tara, if you want to come on and just like give Mona some shout out, I would appreciate that.
I can come on, but I'm in my pajamas, so I'm not coming on the video.
You're fine. Just let your voice and tell us how the weekend was.
Oh my God, it was so amazing. We just had a really great connecting time. Like, it was just a lot of connection, and we didn't have any agenda. Like, I guess we went in there with an agenda kind of, but nothing really panned out, you know, the way that it was planned, and everybody was cool with that. It was just very easy going, and I've not really went on anything like that before. You know, I've talked to you about it before, but it's just that my husband was like, you just need to go. And I was like, I do just need to go. And I went, and it was just awesome for me. I mean, everything was awesome. And I really enjoyed watching the races. We went to the race, and I saw Pam and Laura there, and they did amazing. And I've never been to a race before, and I watched people run through that finish line, and how proud, and it was just awesome. I just came out of that weekend amazing. And Mona, well, we all know Mona is just amazing. You know, she's just very selfless and generous, and just a kind heart. So that was our weekend. We had a lot of fun. I would definitely do it again.
That's so good. How exciting. And I know Mona is, I heard, can you guys see the dolphins? I don't know if you can see them, but that's really
dolphins
cool.
Are whales. They're black.
They're dolphins, dude.
Like whales?
They're dolphins.
Okay.
So cool. Anyway, sidebar. That's awesome. Tara, I'm so glad you were able to go, and I know that how important it is to be able to connect and just feel that. And I don't know how much training you guys did or what you did, but I know that coming out of that, you feel more family and community. And
we did like a lot of, it wasn't even like training. We just really talked a lot about the business, but it wasn't like, you know, training per se. We just really figured out a few things. Yeah, we bonded over it, and we all had that in common, and it was just really good to talk about all that stuff. You know, we didn't have any agenda of the training. It just happened. We just all started talking. Oh, and we should do this, and it's good to do this. And then her helping me, and me talking to Kate, and, you know, and then Julie. And it was just really, you know, really a lot of training actually, but just by talking about what we enjoy and have a passion for.
I totally had FOMO all weekend because I wasn't there with you guys.
Oh, I know. It would have been awesome.
I'm so glad that it went so well. Thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely.
So me and Liza have just kind of been chatting about a challenge for next week. So is everybody up for a little bit of a challenge? For a little vision challenge? What do you think, Liza?
Yes, absolutely. I think that we should all just write our visions in detail. Spend the whole week. Try to spend about 20 minutes every day and write it out. And then next week on the call, we'll just share our visions with everyone.
And if there's personal stuff, you know, you don't have to share that part. But if we have it and we can share it and read it, and even just the highlights of it, how impactful it is, because, you know, declare it and tell the world. And right now we're, this can be our little world where we declare it.
Absolutely. JoJo was talking about vision. You guys were talking about vision boards a little bit earlier, and about putting the action to it. And I remember when I came into the business 7 years ago, I did a vision board, and I'm like, what is a vision board? This is so weird. I didn't know anything about them. And so all I knew is what I wanted to do. So I remember I wanted to sign up doctors. So I put 10 doctors on my vision board. And then I put an iPad on my vision board. I put a computer on my vision board. I was just putting things on my vision board that, okay, that would be cool to have. That I need one of those. This one just died or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it was so cool because obviously to get the doctors, I had to put the work in. But when I was able to sign up all 10 doctors and I was able to change my number to 40, that's what's really cool. But by signing them up and getting them started, I was able to mark off the computer and mark off the iPad and mark off the iPhone. And I can't remember, there are a few other things that I got as well. But, I was able to purchase things that I really didn't have that extra money or income to purchase. So the action is super important. So even if it's 20 consultants or, three stars or 10 millionaires or whatever, action at every level, even if it's just 10 enrollments.
Awesome. So this is what I'm going to do. And if you guys want to share in this, then I will include you in my vision, because I'm going to include my team in my vision. But if you want me to put you in by name, I will do that. So if you message me privately and tell me what either your cycle goal is, or your consultant goal, or your rank goal, or how many people you want to have, or something like that, because I'm going to include that in what I read every single day. Because not only am I writing this, but I'm in touch with this every single morning when I wake up. I'm plugging back into that. So as I'm starting my day, that's my order I'm putting into the universe. And so I would love to hear what everybody else has to say. And I think let's give ourselves the week to really refine it. And I'm going to refine mine again. I have so many out there, but I'm just going to put all the little pieces together and refine it one more time. And I will include you all in mine if that's where you would like to be. And is everybody in agreement that we can do this next week? Yes? Thumbs up? Message, chat?
You muted. JoJo.
Sorry. Where did I mute out? Sorry. This is not easy to do from a phone. When did I mute out? So.
You were talking about putting us into your vision.
Okay. So, yes. So I'm going to put the challenge out there for everybody to write theirs. I'm going to read this every single morning. So I'm refining mine. I'm going to challenge everybody to refine theirs and share it with us next week. So if everybody's up for the challenge, say yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Anybody not up for the challenge? Anybody bailing out? Yes, from Tara. Okay, kind of put your feet to the fire a little bit, right? So, awesome. Let's make sure I'm not muted out again, so I'm not talking to the waves. And we have really, you guys, we learned so much stuff this weekend. I cannot wait to share it with you all, but there's no question that we have to start here. We have to start here, because if we don't know where we're going and what we want, we have zero direction. So this is our GPS. And once we start here and we have this down, then look at what we can create. And so I'm going to give you one last shot of the waves, even though Liza's arms are in my camera.
Sorry.
And I don't know if you got to see the dolphins. That was very cool. That was a special bonus.
I thought it was a whale.
Does anybody have anything to add in? If not, I'm going to blow you all kisses.
Yes, babe, I'd like to say something just like really quick, if that's okay.
Sure.
I was speaking with Shruti, who is our assistant basically in our business, a couple days ago, and I spent like an hour, maybe an hour and a half with her on the phone. And we both came to the agreement that, I mean, she has a lot of other people in the company that are top earners in the company that she works with that make a lot of money. Some of them make 7 figures a year. And one thing that was in common with all of them is they have a lot of 1-star, paid as 1-stars on their team. So I think we need to concentrate on not only helping our teammates get to 1-star and remaining paid as a 1-star, but even getting ourselves there as well. Because honestly, we can't go anywhere. We can't make the money we want to do to complete our visions unless we have to start somewhere. 1-star is a good start. So I think if we challenge ourselves just to get to 1-star and help everybody on our team get to 1-star, that would be a great start for all of us.
Thank you, Vinny. That's such a good point. And so does everyone know what a 1-star is? A 1-star is making 10 to 19 cycles a week. So 10 to 19 cycles a week. Does anybody know how much 19 cycles is worth? Anybody?
$540. 10 is 540.
10 is 540,
so
right?
20 would be 1,080.
That's a week. So at a 1-star, 10 cycle, you're at 540. If you have no bonuses, that's just straight cycles. And a 19 cycles, right? And then when you hit 20, you're at 2-star. So awesome. Those cycles are your foundation. That's your residual income for a lifetime. So the cycles are so important. And we're going to start really working on fundamentals to help us build there. Because without this vision in place, without knowing how we can do that, we got to know where we're going. We got to have the direction, the understanding, the GPS. We got to have the map. So thanks, Vinny. I appreciate you saying that. And it's so important. And it's not just about us. It's about our team. And as we help others rise, it helps everyone rise. We all go together.
Absolutely.
Love you guys. Go rock your life. Mwah!
Thank you. Good night.
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 That's true.